Welcome to Crafty Hints. I'm Chantel. I'm so happy to have you here today. Today we'll be making some signs. So to start out, I took these clothespins and took them apart. I've got a couple different size craft clothespins also. And what we're doing is putting the outsides facing the inside and just gluing them together. You can see a little bit better on this big one. So that flat side I will put with this other flat side. And as you can see, they kind of look like carrots. Aren't those cute? Those will be great for our spring items. So I painted those in the Waverly Chalk Paint Pumpkin. Just gave those a good coat. Now I took this yarn from the Dollar Tree and I wound it around my hand. Gosh, I don't know, about 15 times. Took another piece and just took it through the center there at the top. And I'll just make a knot. That will bundle this together. And then I'll just pull them together here and snip the loops. And once I get them all straightened together, I'll give them a nice little trim so that they're nice and even. Perfect. Don't those make cute little carrot tops? All right, I snipped off the tie, and now this is going to make the top. So dab of glue here. And then I'll just take those little side pieces off the edge. Now, if you wanted to, you could definitely wrap the top of the carrot also if you wanted a little more green. Now, I found this sign at the Dollar Tree. I really like it. It's kind of an off-white, and then it has a little bit of gray, like dry brushing over it. Perfect. Now, I wanted to get this happy off, so I took my Cricut spatula. I have a couple of them, one for my Cricut and then one for things like this. So with my heat gun, it kind of helped lift that glue. Now, I took these stickers from the Dollar Tree and I went over them with some chalk paint. I started out with silver lining, but it wasn't quite dark enough. So I did decide to go back over them with some steel. But what you want is just to pick out all the letters that you want. This is a great way to personalize your signs. Maybe you don't have gray stickers. I didn't. But I wanted to show you a couple different ways of making these signs with, you can use a Cricut, you can use stickers. There's several different ways. And as you can see, you can make whatever color you want. Now I use my extra strength glue stick and put a piece of cardstock over the top. Easy enough. And now what I did was I just took this stir stick and I position my stickers on there so that I make sure they'll line up the way that I want them to before I have them on my cardstock. And then when I'm happy with it, I just press the top of the letters down and then I can tilt out that craft stick. The one thing about painting the letters is sometimes you will have a little paint off the edge. As you can see right here, I had a little bit and just kind of got that off there. And these aren't the stickiest stickers. They're a little bit of a puffy sticker, but they're not super sticky. So you could add additional adhesive to the back if you'd like. Now, before I add my carrots, next time I would pop it into the sign for proper spacing. I stacked 2 big carrots and 1 medium carrot and glued those together. And now I added glue to the back. Again, I would put it in my sign first. I had to kind of finagle it in there. But you just, pop it in there and you put those little pegs back down. It holds everything in place. And here we are. Isn't that cute? I love those little carrots. Don't they kind of make you smile? Brenda and Amanda and I are all hosting this. You're going to want to subscribe to them. They are talented. There's also a playlist below of others that are making signs. I collaborate with Brenda and Amanda because I love their style, and I think you will too. So please check out their channel and subscribe, as well as the other lovely ladies that you'll see in our playlist. I got this design at designbundles.com, and oh my goodness, it had so many more details than I expected. And I do run into a snafu, but I'm pretty transparent, so I want to show you that Fresh Daily and those vintage candies right there, not gonna make it. When I go and pull this down, it had a little hiccup. So that's okay. Crafting isn't perfect, and I was happy with the way it turned out. So rubbed the rest of this down, and as you can see, my little jelly beans and lines are a little wiggly there, but that's okay. I will fix it. Not a big deal. So I just pull off my transfer tape. But I did want to show you, that you can make a more detailed sign. It just takes a little bit of patience sometimes. And straighten out those lines, but we're good to go. And I think this is adorable. I think it looks like a sign you picked up from Kirkland's or Hobby Lobby or wherever. Now, another tip is to check out Michael's right now a lot of them still have Christmas items, and it's 75 to 90% off. That's where I got this ribbon. But I'll continue to use it all year long. And so I ran this across the top and the bottom. And just made sure it was evenly spaced. And then I'll also go along the sides. Oh, I do love this fine little tipped glue gun. I picked it up at Walmart. It was under $10. So handy to just have a little amount of glue. And I snipped this off with enough to wrap around the back. Now I'm just taking my little tool and just poking it there at about 1/2 inch in. And then I will take the edge of my ribbon and I will just match. I was trying to decide, where do I want in the center? I decided the edge of my ribbon would be best for where I line up that ribbon at that 1/2 inch mark. That made it pretty close to what the top and the bottom were, just a little bit further in. And I ran out of craft paper. I need to get some more to cover up the back of this sign. But fold this over, and then you can also put a hanger on the back. Now, if you're enjoying these DIYs, don't forget to hit the thumbs up for me. And also subscribe and hit that bell so it lets you know when I upload something new. How cute is this? Does this not look great? I think it looks fun. All right, here's our last sign. And it's a little chalkboard from the Dollar Tree. And I wanted to show you these are Dollar Tree letters. So you can definitely make these items on a budget. So again, I'm just putting them on here to figure out how I want to space them out. It's a crafty hint. All right, just going to tap those down. Now, I would put down some Mod Podge when I make another chalkboard, because these did not want to stay adhered. And later I will show you I put Mod Podge over the top, but I think it would help to do some Mod Podge first to give it something to hold on to. that chalkboard is just a little bit slippery. So I just trying to arrange them and get them to go down. Even gave it a little bit of heat from my heat gun, and that didn't help it either. And I do apologize. My camera shuts off here and I didn't realize it. I took one of those little styrofoam eggs from the Dollar Tree and just cut across it with my X-Acto knife to make it half an egg. And then I took some of this moss and glued that over the top of it. And now I'm just tucking some scrap flowers in there. I think we all have some scrap flowers in our craft supplies. Just some little tiny odds and ends, but I thought these look like spring. And now I can just grab a little bit of more of that moss and just kind of toss it on top. It's as easy as that to apply that moss. I think we need a pop of color for spring, right? Okay, I'm going to snip these off and just add those in as well. Now this sign would be cute, on your coffee bar, in your entryway. Just a cute little hello spring. It's been a very cold winter here, so I think I'm about ready for spring. Now I'm taking that matte Mod Podge and just going over the top of this. And I did end up going back and just doing the whole sign just to make sure it had a cohesive look. I think it would have been fine with just the letters. Oh, I think this is just a happy burst of spring right here. All right, we're about done. How cute is that? And here's everything. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making them. I can't wait to see your comments below, letting me know how you'll be decorating for spring and Easter. What is your favorite way? Farmhouse? Traditional? Let me know below. I'll answer them all. Have a wonderful day, and thanks again for watching.